least you have your health.
Health's not good enough.
Not everyone shares your sense of humor.
Health is wealth.
Evolve. Evolve.
We evolve through pain.
Evolv the podcast.
Andrea and Julie.
It's time to begin.
Hello, welcome back to episode 9 of Evolv the podcast. I'm Andrea Waycott, and this is my co-host,
Julie Saunders.
Julie Saunders. She was Fury in Gladiators.
That's right. I'm not sure why we're speaking like this, but it sounds like we've gone back in time.
No, it just sounds like we work for the ABC.
We like the ABC.
I'd like their paycheck.
Hey. Indeed, any paycheck.
Would be good.
That's right.
Can I tell you a couple of gym jokes? Just to start us off.
I don't think so.
Come on. What's the worst machine in the gym to use?
I don't know. I don't know, Andrea.
The vending machine.
Oh, that's so funny.
Let me tell you another one then.
Oh, do.
What do chickens do at the gym?
Die of laughter.
Work on their pecs. Get it?
So I wish somebody would peck my eye out right now.
What is it, the bright suit?
I love the suit, actually. Are we continuing with this voice? Or
No, we can go back to our normal voices. It's
I quite
fine.
like it. I really like the suit.
Thank you.
I actually really, really do.
My-
I love colour. I have to wear black every day, pretty much.
Yeah.
So for me, the old pop of colour, and we're popping.
My husband shamed me in this suit. He and my neighbour, they call it my Santa suit.
Well, I think they should be shamed. I like it. And you know what? You've got a whole gym girl, home girly thing going on.
Yeah.
No.
Like, it's like pants and a top. Like, you know. It's,
I'm supporting you
that
in
was
this.
terrible. Anyway, I love it.
Well, I love it too. And I don't think you should be shamed. I think they should be ashamed.
Yeah, what do they know about fashion?
Boo to them.
They walk around in high vis and they don't have to.
oh.
It'd be, you know, like if you work on construction and stuff, you've got to wear high vis. They don't. There's no one saying you must wear high vis, and they walk around all day in it.
Now, okay.
I think it's because they get it for free or something. But anyway.
Yeah, look, no, that is a negative for me. You know, I like my fashion and
High vis doesn't cut it.
I don't mind the high vis colours, but I wouldn't be walking around in workwear like on a Sunday.
And it's not like my husband looks like some of those road guys in high vis, you know.
Listen to the way the
Some of
voice.
them
Listen to the way the voice just changed. Then some of those.
Yeah, you're like, I'll stop for you. babe." Whereas my husband, he could call my name for days and I wouldn't stop. You know what I mean?
I'm just letting you know that I don't have any of those kind of road guys sign.
Oh, you need to come out my place.
Yeah, you know, God bless them.
They're doing the level crossings. Come out. It's fun.
I'm happy to keep motoring on.
Okay. So maybe we should motor on with this episode. We have got a great interview with a young lady who is a super Gladiator fan.
What's a super fan?
Someone who is obsessed enough to make a documentary about gladiators.
Yeah, well, you know, back in the day, there were probably quite a few super fans, so that's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
she's literally making a documentary. She wants you to be on it, by the way. We'll talk about that. And she has a really interesting resume herself. She is a very interesting lady, so I'm looking forward to talking to her.
As am I.
Also, you're going to give us a cut the crap. Oh. You're going to give us
Cut that crap.
Don't mind my phone just falling over.
We are going to do a cut the crap. We're going to do slightly different today. So, yep, there's going to be a cut the crap.
And what's in your box? We know how it sounds. It was meant to sound like that.
I gave Andrea the job of coming up with a name for that one, and that's what we got.
It was a good name, don't you reckon?
I actually like it. What's in your box?
I love all the connotations we're going to be able to make. Oh, it's heaven.
Yeah.
All right, so we were contacted by Koko, who we have here. Hello, Koko, how are you?
Hello, I'm okay.
Hello.
So she slid into our DMs,
Yes.
which is what they do these days, and she explained that
Is
she
that
was,
what we call it?
Yeah.
Sliding in.
Sliding into your DMs.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in like some kind of weird way. She just wanted to get in contact with us because she's making a documentary on gladiators. She is a Gladiator super fan.
I love it. Gladiator super fan. Where's our music?
Oh,
we do not have it.
Sorry, I don't have
Andrea.
I don't have the button today.
Oh, no. Seriously?
But, I mean, the exciting thing is Koko, as we discovered, is a very interesting young lady in her own right.
Absolutely.
She is in a kids' performance. What do we call it? It's Regurgitator's PoGoGo show.
Yeah, it's like a punk rock kids band, essentially.
It's so cool. And explain how you got involved in that.
Well, so I was in a band in Perth called Boys Was Boys. We were a very pop act, and Regurgitator came to Perth to play a couple times, and we ended up doing like a couple of national tours with them because we just got along really well.
Yeah.
Those guys are just super cool dudes. And then I moved to Melbourne in 2016, and I stayed friends with them all over the years because they're just so lovely. And Ben just hit me up one day and was like, "Hey, we're going to Kwan's house to make this kids record. Do you want to come sing on it?" And I was like, "Hell yes, I do." So just went to Kwan's house and made a bunch of songs about farts and unicorns, and yeah,
They're the best kind of
As
songs.
you do.
Farts and
Absolutely.
unicorns.
Absolutely.
yeah. We have a
I
song
love
called "Farting is a Part of Life," and it just has fart sounds throughout the whole thing, and kids love it.
I bet
They
they
would.
do. It's like their whole topic of discussion every day.
Absolutely.
Farts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was going to say.
should have seen us earlier.
Okay.
Now, Koko, not only are you a musician, a singer, and a performer, but
And I might say, I just watched before we logged on the song that you did, Boys, Boys,
Boys, Boys,
Boys. Yeah, which was awesome. It was so good. I'm like,
yeah,
Thank you
that was
so much.
yeah, it was
Western
awesome.
Australia days.
We might put a link in the
Yeah,
show notes to
we'll
that,
put
so
links.
people need to experience that.
For sure.
Oh, thank you.
I
I think
love
it was
it.
on a Vodafone ad once or something. I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow.
Or a Bets and Bets shoe ad? Yeah, Bets and Bets shoe ad.
We can do better than Bets and Bets. Oh, with
Famous Koko.
that's right.
And also, you're a real movie buff. Like you work
Yeah.
at Cinema Nova in Carlton. Like you,
Yes.
you know your movies.
I sure do. Yes, I am a mega film nerd.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's in fact very cool.
I like that too.
But going back to the fact that you're a super Gladiator fan, now, you loved them as a kid, right? Tell us about your obsession with Gladiator as a kid.
yeah, what's the thing that you loved most about it, the show? I mean, I know it was like super hot back then and everybody was into it and it was kind of inspiring for people to get off the couch, hopefully. Where were you then? What were you up to?
Well, I'm guessing, it came out in 95, right? So I am about 12 years old at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
And me and my brother, from the very first episode, were just obsessed. Like, we just wanted to be a gladiator. We just thought you were so badass, Like, we would fight all the kids in the playgrounds and have, like, gladiator
Oh
tournaments.
dear,
and-
but not hurt them, of course.
No, not in a bad way.
We didn't condone that. Just each other.
In a fun way.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. No, we were just obsessed as kids, and we just
Yeah.
loved it. I was
And
so
who
sad
was
when
your
it finished.
Favorite? I mean, you can say, don't feel like you have to say Fury just because she's sitting right here.
No, you do.
Who? No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Don't feel the pressure.
But
Who
you
was
do.
Your
No.
favorite? And who was your brother's favorite?
Yes. Do tell.
Okay. I will say girls and boys gladiators. So our top two girls gladiators were Fury and Delta. Let's
Yeah,
be
right.
honest, you were the mega babes. You were both so cool. Fury,
She
you were
was-
the badass as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kaz was really nice.
She was nice.
I
isn't she?
know.
She was the nice one. Yeah.
That was kind of good. A bit
Me,
of good
not
and
so
evil.
much. That's right. Maybe not evil, but, close. If you ask my sister, it's probably evil, yes.
And the top
Feisty.
two boys.
And the boys.
Top two boys were Vulcan and Taipan. I think they were both just amazing. And so meeting Vulcan was such a thrill recently because he was obviously, such an icon to me and a hero.
So Vulcan's going to be on your doco.
Yes, so we did an interview. So I went to his wrestling event recently in Sydney and we did an interview on camera with this old VHS camera that I found on the side of the road.
That is so cool.
She says old. I'm sure I heard one
Her
of those.
documentary is going to be so edgy. You have to go on it, Jules. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been asked.
Well,
Well-
gets a big chance.
So, Fury, would you like to be on my documentary about gladiators?
I will be on it if you don't call me Fury. Well, you can call me Fury. I will give you a hug as Fury, but then we shall talk as Jules.
As Jules. Well,
And Koko.
I agree to that. It sounds amazing.
And I'm sure I could have a chat to Karen, who was Delta, on the show, if you would like to, and I'll hook you up there as well, because I'm pretty
my
sure
God.
she's a beautiful person. I'm sure she would love to be involved.
Yeah.
Oh
she
my
would give
God,
up her
that is
time.
so amazing. Yeah. No, I know she's an absolute sweetheart. She's replied to a few of my messages over the years as well.
Yeah.
She's always been super lovely and super
she
proud
is.
to talk about Gladiators, which I really love because not everyone is, you know. So I feel like with the
think
resurgence, it's been good.
Yeah, and I think everyone's experience on the show was different. So, you know, I respect everyone in it, you know, that was on the original show in that regard, and some of us are, you know, into it and have a bit of a laugh about it, and those that don't want to, that's fine as well.
Were you not into talking about it for a while, or did you always?
No,
sort of
I was
feel...
pretty quiet for a while, but for different reasons, for personal reasons, nothing to do with show whatsoever. I'm more than happy to talk about, just not be in, you know, in the limelight for a considerable amount of time. But that was personal.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Cool. So tell us about the documentary. What are you hoping to do? Just really track everyone down and be like, where are you now?
Basically, yeah. So yeah, during lockdown, I started filming us. We gave each other gladiator names, our housemates. My name is
What were they? Come on.
So my gladiator name is Demon.
Demon. So you were on Fury's team.
Pretty much. I
like
do have the long
it.
black hair, so you know I
Yeah,
have to be.
I'm loving it.
My other housemates were Monster, Frost, Omen, and Axe.
Oh, I love it. They're
Great
great
names.
names.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We thought so.
Yeah.
So yeah, we started.
Andrea and I are
basically-
bringing it back, so we might get you involved. you can.
Yeah, we're going to try and buy the rights to
That's right.
Gladiators. We
And-
just got to save up and hope that this
and all the
podcast
equipment.
makes some money.
We need all the equipment, so we're looking at yes. Let's buy the pyramid first.
Yeah.
I have faith in you both. I really do.
That's right. Even if we just eat our lunch from the top, Andrea.
We're gonna set up a GoFundMe page.
That's right. So, you were watching it? Did you get into it? Did you do some of the games together?
Absolutely. So the hallway in our house turned into the gauntlet. So
I love it.
so we
Every
would
time
have
you come
four
out
of
to
us.
go to the toilet.
No, we had one big night where we all just gauntleted all night, and I kind of hurt my back, to be honest. We were all with strapped pillows to ourselves with sticky tape and everything.
Remember those notes. Don't try this at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have hurt
Yeah.
ourselves a few times. I'm not gonna lie. We had a
Don't worry, we did too.
No, I've heard. But we had big tournament days out in our backyard as well, where we would dress up in our gladiator costumes, and I made a big fake gladiator sign on the back fence and everything.
I love it.
problem.
I hope you've got some photos of this.
Oh, I have many photos and lots of footage
Oh my
on the
gosh.
camera. Don't you worry.
You need to send us a few photos.
Yes, a
so
couple
we
of
can post
photos.
them.
That
Yeah.
would be great. We would love that. And I'm sure that everyone watching who's a Gladiator fan would love that too. This is awesome that you've done that. I think that's so fun, so exciting. You know, I was saying to Andrea earlier that, you know, it's what made it exciting in 95 for you to watch, you know, as a 12-year-old, you know, it's probably the same thing that made it exciting for you, you know, in lockdown. You know, it's just, it was just.
Nostalgia is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like going back to your childhood and reliving some of those memories. And then, you know, you probably got that adrenaline rush when you were going your brother as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go my housemates now.
I know. We often had to say exactly that. You know, please don't try this in the schoolyard and at home when we were doing, because we had so many children. You know, that come to the, you know, any signings or events, and so it's like, don't try this at home. But they'd be lined up.
They were.
and belting. Well, but no, they'd be belting at each other in the line. You'd have to go sort of like, you know, just cool your jets. a
Gladiators
bit.
are kind to one another.
She's not. So, oops.
Yeah, no, I think being fired up is a good thing though. Like, I think, you know,
Yeah.
watching Gladiators got us all excited about life again in lockdown, you know, because, you know, we were in lockdown for 10 months essentially, and we were all just going out of our minds, and, you know, anxiety was going up, and we just had no purpose every day when we'd wake up. But Gladiators became our purpose. Like, we would, you know, we started getting fit. I started doing Muay Thai and learning martial arts, and it really it was a life direction change for me, which I know sounds crazy, but
I think,
it was huge.
I know. I think that is amazing. That's a huge kind of compliment, I would suggest to all of us. The fact that, you know, it was fun, it was crazy, it was explosive. There was a lot of, you know, lycra and makeup. But it did turn a lot of people back then even to reflect upon, you know, what am I doing and should I be involved in sport? So the fact that you guys, you know, fast forward to, you know, COVID times, that you eat your way through COVID until you think, maybe shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, no.
Got a much healthier option.
That's right.
For sure. We were all so unfit and so unhealthy. And then all of a sudden we all just wanted to be gladiators. So it was like, bam, let's just start training every day. Let's start fighting each other every day. And, you know, it worked. And I got the fittest I'd ever been in my life, which was amazing.
Oh,
That's
that's
amazing.
fantastic.
So, Koko, you have Fury right here, Gladiator superfan. What would you like to ask her?
I mean, I am so honoured to be in the presence of Fury Jules.
Thank you.
Jules. It's like your first
Fury
and
Jules.
last.
Fury
That's it.
Jules.
That's what it's going to be from now on. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the villainess persona, was that your idea to be that way, or were you directed that way?
No, I think I was directed that way, but I think it sort of came from me. You know, I think they picked up on it. You know, when they were doing the auditions for the show, I wasn't actually auditioning. I had people there that wanted to go in because they were trying to get, you know, people to come in through gyms and so forth. So I trained some people up who were keen to do it. And Michael Taipan, he was keen to do it, and I sort of said, no, I don't want to do that. And so we went along, and, you know, I was sitting on the sidelines, and you sort of, as everyone fatigued and, you know, were throwing up, they sort of get in there and encourage them, because it was brutal, the training process.
Right.
You know, sort of, because I'd been to NIDA, I think, you know, camera sort of, you know, hammed it up for them, because they'd come around and they were trying to shoot everything. And, you know, I think it sort of came from there, and then they took me aside from there pretty quickly and interviewed me in another area, and asked me some questions, and, you know, asked me whether I'd be, you know, whether, you know, I could do this or that. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, I could do everything. And I wasn't really thinking about it. And then we came out, and they said, you know, keep encouraging. But it became kind of apparent that they'd focused on me a bit. And it was a bit awkward, really. But so they'd sort of got me to, you know, take direction and do some, you know, sort of, you know, egg them on a little bit more feisty. And I think that's where it really came from. So when, you know, there was then a long process of entering into it, that you know, they came to me and said, you know, would you mind, you know, being sort of the, you know, the sultry, snaky kind of one? And I said, no, I don't mind, as long as they pay me.
If the cat fits, yeah.
That's right. And it was a little bit like that too. You know, I think you had to be that person. You know, I couldn't see, you know, Karen Delta being, you know, aggressive. You know, she's nice. She's just a nice
Queen of
She's
Hearts.
a nice
Yes.
person. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, clearly,
Yeah.
I didn't see that in me.
Well, you're just too feisty,
Yeah.
but that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask, season 1, episode 15.
Oh my gosh.
On yes, that's how nerdy I am. On Hang Tough, contestant called Bernie kicked you in the face while you were on the rings.
She did.
And I remember thinking that you were actually angry. Like, you were playing it up, but I was like, she's actually pissed.
Oh,
right
I
now,
actually
can tell.
was really pissed, because they're not allowed to do that, and she'd actually aimed at me, because when you're up there, you know, there's not much else to look at. You're going after a contestant, and I saw her bring her foot straight up and like kick me in the face. So, but
Did you get her in the change rooms after?
The fun, they kept us apart. But the funny, I actually did get her back later on though.
Did you?
Yeah, she was a little bit scared. But I remember, you know, the funny thing with that was, I had concussion from that, and I was hanging there, and I could hear the referee John saying, you know, yelling out Gladiator, you know, drop. I couldn't. I think self-preservation. I couldn't hear properly, and I couldn't see properly. So I hung there for the longest period of time, thinking, you know, self-preservation was like, drop onto what? Like, I don't even know.
My head can't handle it.
Yeah, exactly. And when I did drop, and I actually had the shoe print on my face.
Oh, wow.
You did, yeah.
And I was doing that interview, I was so angry. I was so pissy about it because she was quite smug before we started too. So, yeah, to answer your question in a long-winded way, I was cross, like legitimately angry.
Yeah. I knew it. I could tell.
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
Coco's got your number.
Yeah,
She knows.
so, yeah, well spotted.
Because remember Kimberly was like, can I ask you a question? You're like, yes, Kimberly. And you're like, yes, Kimberly. I'm like, oh, shit. Kimberly is getting it now.
Yeah.
Sweet little Kimberly.
Yeah, I know. and
Oh, we love Kimberly. She's such an angel.
yeah, she was just the happy girl. Yeah, she was. And yeah, I was. No, I was like, no one should ask me questions right now.
Fair enough, I say. What was your favorite challenge to do?
I had a few, and I'd say that honestly. I don't know whether there was a favourite, but definitely Hang Tough would have been up there, and I had a love-hate relationship with it. So, we'll talk more about that another time. But I think, if I reeled them off, I'd say Hang Tough and Pyramid, probably right up there as the favourites, and then perhaps Wall and Pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
What about Gauntlet,
and
though?
we did a few. Yeah, look, Gauntlet was always fun because it was like the team, the girls, all
Yeah.
the boys going out there, and you had a bit of a strategy. And often, especially if they'd already done a few, and they'd let go the contestants, their personality. You're like, right, you're in for it, like the face kicker. Yeah. So
Forever
I'm
known
sure
as
if you
face
watch back and if the Gauntlet was after Hang Tough, there might have been, some rough and tumble in there.
So you did take it personally. Like, there were contestants that you were like, I don't like you, so I'm going to be tougher.
The only one, there was a couple of contestants who would come on. I remember a couple of girls, independent of each other, would come in and sort of say, one of them, I remember saying to me, I'm going to get you, I'm going to kill you. And I sort of turned around and said, this is a game.
I'm going to get you, I'm going to kill you.
Like, it's a game, chick.
Dude,
But, all
let's
right,
settle.
bring it on. The only time that I really got pissed off, because, it was full on, sport. There was no holding back. Absolutely. There was injuries aplenty. I think it's just the people who play dirty. And I say that in any sport, whether it be, AFL, whatever you're watching. And I'd probably be shot down for that because I know people like the rough and tumble. But, there are rules for safety, and there were a few people that came on, guys and girls, during the show who got quite a shellacking out the back in the change rooms from us because they were dangerous. And they came on ready to just, I don't care, I'm going to smash
They
you.
wanted to look cool.
Just to have a go, I'm going to smash them type of thing. And it was like, well, you can do it once, but once we got your number, we're going to go extra hard on you. So, yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I remember there was one lady called Teresa, and she was on Hang Tough once, and she ended up throwing her legs up around the top and being upside down, and so I think it was Cheetah. She couldn't get it down because then it would be unsafe because she'd probably break her neck if she fell.
Yeah.
So I think that got banned straight away as soon as she did it.
Inverting, absolutely, it did. And I think one of your favourite males, Taipan Michael, was he climbed up a gladiator once and jumped on his shoulders, and we had to ban that too. I remember that. It was an amazing athletic feat. He was like a freak in the best possible way, a freak athlete. He was big, strong, and fast. It was crazy. It was Ashley who played Cougar. He was a different body shape, but he was the same. He was a freak athlete as well. But, Michael would do like these crazy, amazing things that you wouldn't think someone his size would do. And it was like, this is so good. And you knew that the director was out the back going, oh, this is awesome. And then inside, the insurance people and everyone else are going, oh, you can't do that. Cut. Don't do that again.
Because Taipan was 105 kilos, and so I always thought for him to be doing, Lord of the Rings, Hang Tough, he'd have to be carrying 105 kilos
He's
while swinging.
Yeah, it's super strong, super fast, which is you know the genetics. They're so unusual for someone his size. But he was amazing. He was an amazing athlete. You know, a man of very few words, but an amazing athlete. He did talk a little bit more to me, but he didn't say much otherwise. But he was.
Well, I was going to say, what was it like being in Gladiator Power Couple?
I wonder what you're going to say then. No. It's a different show. We have a lot of different shows on this podcast. You know, it was actually difficult, to be quite honest. It was not what you think. So there was, you know, it was we weren't really, a lot of the gladiators weren't prepared for a lot of the fame and so forth. So there was, you know, I think now there's a lot of coaching for athletes, you know, mental coaching for things like this, the ups and downs of it all. But back then, no, you just sort of thrown in. And so it was a bit tricky. The media was a bit tricky to navigate, you know, whilst I had some experience in front of the camera or, you know, performing, dealing with the media was a tricky thing as well. So, you know, and you know, God bless them, they don't always tell the truth.
I mean, you're married, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. No, not married. Exactly. So
they just made it up. I used to work in radio where we'd make entertainment gossip up all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I said, God bless them. But like, you know, look, it was good. It was tricky to navigate the relationship in it, to be honest.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I can
you
imagine.
You guys are going to have so much to talk about for this documentary.
So
and
much.
I'm not coming because I'm just going to be sitting there yawning, I reckon, by the end.
That's terrible, Andrea.
Well, unless I've got something to contribute, I feel like, you know, may as well have a nap.
That's right. Something for you to watch.
Yeah. Did you watch Gladiators back in the day, Andrea?
I did, but I certainly wasn't episode 15 of season. Like, I wouldn't. No. And it was funny because when I met Julie, I met her through a friend of mine, and I was like, God, she looks familiar. Why does she look so familiar? And I was talking to another friend who knew Julie, and she goes, because she was Fury on Gladiators. I'm like, oh, duh, she was. Of course she was Fury. That's how I know her. I mean, she looks so different now with the straight long hair.
Yeah.
And
but the shirt saying I was Fury
didn't give it away. Didn't give it away at all. So,
do you still have your old costumes and stuff?
You know, I keep getting asked that, and I do. My mum, God rest her soul, she did put them, and I was saying that I know the bag that she put them in is this big, cheap sort of black, red and white bag, polypropylene type bag. It's somewhere on my farm, somewhere.
Nice. She buried it 20 feet
yeah,
deep.
I don't know where it is, but I will find it. And Andrea's challenged me, would you put it back on? And I said, well, I'll put it on, but I'm not sure in front of the camera.
I think she should wear it on the documentary.
Well, I can't find it.
Well, you will. I'll help you.
You are still such a babe, Jules, honestly. You are the biggest babe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe not a babe.
You have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. Maybe not a babe in like
heads everywhere. We went and had a wine once, just at like, you know, the local, and there's like 5 guys are all just, yeah, they all love her.
They were all drunk.
Drunk? I don't think so. They just were like, oh, lady.
They'd be certainly looking at me if I was wearing the suit.
For sure. If one thing, Lycra gets attention.
If I can find the suit, you can wear one too.
Okay. Yeah, I see your point.
Yeah, exactly. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in the same bag there's a couple of tracksuits. Maybe we'll wear them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But you got to
definitely
go to the Ashes as well, so you would have an Ashes jacket too.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I think there's several jackets in there, and I think we swapped one. I swapped one with Jet, who was Diane
Jet,
from the UK. Well, they had really cool, expensive jackets, and we had like not so much.
Budget Aussie ones.
Yeah, if I can show you, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
kind
cool,
of
though.
something like, you know, David Jones and Best and Less. God bless them both. But yeah.
Now, not to like, you know, end this, but we've got to kind of move on.
Yes.
Koko, when are you hoping to have your doco out? Like, have we got a timeline, or we're still in progress.
By the time we get the next show of Gladiators on the road.
Oh yeah. I don't know, like I don't really have a proper set timeline. I'm just basically trying to maybe go around Australia and meet all the gladiators. Like I've been in touch with Force for a few years now, and he's invited me up to Darwin to come meet him and do an interview there. I would really love to meet Delta because she's a sweetheart, and
I'm
you
sure
know
we can
I've
make that happen.
and I've pretty much found where everyone is now, except for the one person who's
Michael.
one of our favourites. That's the one.
Yeah. No,
He's very elusive.
He is elusive. He was a bit MIA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he watches this podcast or listens to this podcast,
Michael.
we'll tell him she's
Call
so
me.
nice. Do it.
I'm not creepy, I swear. I just think you're really cool.
You're not creepy. You are so cool. You make me feel not cool at all.
Yes.
So we're going to get rid of you now.
Oh, no, I'm looking forward to meeting you. It'll be wonderful.
Me too.
And thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been wonderful to talk to you. And there's so many fans out there who, you know, who really resonate with, who have loved the show. It's made both back then and perhaps even now going forward with, you know, the new show that's been on and unfortunately didn't work here, but what's happening in the UK, you know, like Andrea said, you know, nostalgia, it's brought them back, and hopefully a bit of a focus on health and fitness as well. So, you know, throwing the PT hat in the ring there. So,
Yeah. No,
Well-
thank you for just being such a joy in the world, basically. All 90s gladiators.
that is not something I'm usually called. A joy in the
you
world.
are.
I
You are
am
a joy.
joy in the world. I like
I
that.
think-
And that needs to be my new name.
Yeah,
Not Joy,
Joy.
because sorry.
All
No,
right,
but
well,
thank you so much.
When that documentary comes out, we'll get you back on the podcast and we will show bits and pieces to people, and if they can like buy tickets to go and see it or something.
Absolutely. And maybe we can touch base with you as you go through the journey and just fill people in about where you're up to. I am sure that people will really, there's definitely an audience there for you that would really love to, you know, to see what the end product is, as would I.
Yes, I'm sure you would.
Well, you're already bored, you said.
I'd fall asleep. No,
You said bored, you don't want to listen to our interview.
I was listening.
We will let you watch it if you're a good girl.
No, Gladiators fans are crazy fans. You know, if there's anything I
Yes.
know, that is it. So
They are the best
yeah.
crazy fans. Love them. We've got people who, you know, both in Australia and in the UK and Ireland, etc., that are watching the podcast. So, you know, it's quite humbling. But thank you so much for coming on. I look forward to coming and meeting you. I think we're going to do that in Melbourne. So we'll give you some photos of what we come up with or without the suit.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Probably without.
And I'll send you some bad photos of me in my demon gear as well.
I love
we
it.
would love to see
Absolutely.
them and
Yep.
share them on our socials. Thank you.
Oh no, I'm never going to get laid again.
Koko, the demon gladiator. I like it.
But thank you so much for having me, guys. It's been such an honor
You're
to talk to you
welcome.
both,
Thank
honestly.
you.
Bye.
Thanks
Jo.
so much, Koko.
Bye.
Julie wants you to cut the crap.
So, Jules, ready for another cut the crap? I can't wait to see what crap you've brought me in to eat later.
I'm going to start with the fact that when we do this segment from now on, your little image coming in to cut the crap, I don't think, people, we should be so literal. Because I hang on, I was having a little look at the finished product, which was wonderful, and yay for you, except there is an image literally of cutting poop.
I Googled cut the crap and it came up.
Yeah, so don't do that again.
I thought it was funny.
It's distasteful when you're talking about food.
It's not like it's my crap. It was literally just an anonymous crap
I
on
know.
the internet.
Well, I hadn't crossed my mind that it was, but now that it has, that's equally and if not more so important that we do not have that
All right,
image again.
I'll change the transition.
All right, so we are going to talk about eating like a kid, cut the crap, eating like a kid, portion control.
Yes.
For adults, but we want to eat like a kid because if you can't control yourself by buying the big block of chocolate here, people, and
That's like a 200-gram big-ass block of dark
of
chocolate.
my favourite chocolate that comes from Aldi, and I am in love with it.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Yes, we don't look at the name. It sounds a bit dodgy, but
It's fine, European chocolate sugar.
That's right. That's right. And it sounds sexy when you say it like
Yeah.
that. So if you cannot control yourself about eating a large block of chocolate like this, because I cannot, and I do say, I'll just take off one row, and then I think, that could be a little bit uneven. I should take the next bit too.
We all do that.
You need to go and buy the smaller version of these, okay, which I'm very excited. And I know, look, they are a little bit more expensive, but it does help you actually control, for some of us anyway, control what you're going to eat. And for those of you who go, I just go and open the next one. Anyway, my suggestion.
You read my mind.
My suggestion to people in the past has been, right, you either let somebody take these over and say,
No, because they'll eat them.
Okay, and if you're paranoid that they're going to eat your chocolate, and to be quite honest, that would happen in my
Yeah.
house, you need to pop them in somewhere like the shed or the garage or whatever that you've got, and make yourself go, oh, you know what, I don't want to put my slippers on and go outside.
I'd still trick for it.
If you're like Andrea, perhaps you just shouldn't buy it at all.
Don't buy it at all,
All
Andrea.
right. So the other things that I come up with. So there are, for people, the people who, like the normal one, you can buy your big block
Yeah,
of.
the little Cadbury snack treat
Exactly.
ones. They're good.
Although I must say, for me, that portion control is not as attractive as this one.
I agree.
Yeah.
They are very different.
But what you've got to remind yourself of here is your end game. So if you are packing your lunchbox for your kids, you're probably not going to put in something this size. You're going to probably pop in something that size.
Yeah, not a full block. You're going to put in a little snack
Hence,
size.
eat like a kid. But if you can't control yourself, there are alternatives, and I have got something here, which
I've already opened.
Yeah, both of these packets have been opened, and I must say I had some too. But look, we didn't open this one. So these are called Boodles, and I love having a look on shelf at what some alternatives are that are a bit healthier, but still kind of hit the spot. And these for me do. I'm quite impressed.
Spring Hill Farm.
Yeah,
And
so-
they're from Delacombe in Victoria.
So local, so that's fantastic. They're Australian. They seem to
Made
be
in Australia.
Yep, owned and made. So that's great. Not only are these 50% less sugar, and we actually did a bit of a
Yeah,
comparison, didn't
yeah.
we, per 100 grams?
It's got almost less. Almost half less.
Yeah. They also, a little treat that I didn't know when I first picked them up, they've got 15% per serving of protein. And I think your normal chocolate comes around 6%. So per 100 grams is about 17% in these, where it's about 6% in this little number here, for example. So Boodles.
Yeah, they're yum. Get on to them.
Yeah. So I won't ask Andrea what they're like because she's already had some. And she seems to like them. But now she's hydrating, which is good. So portion control, people, eat like a kid. Use your snack packs. You can do the same thing with savoury items. You've got your big packets of chips.
Yeah, the party bag.
Or you can get the little ones. I don't think anyone usually stops at one tiny little packet of chips.
You know, the good thing is about those multi-packs is you can go, oh, I just feel like a little bit of salt and vinegar, and oh, now I'll have a little barbecue.
But I'm only having one small one of each.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't work like that. So think about lunch boxes, think about snacking and eating like a kid. Just take the edge off things
Smaller. Be smaller. Think small.
That's right. Think small.
Think tasty, but think small.
That's right. So cut the crap, eat like a
Go
kid.
small.
Would you like this, Andrea?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, what's in your box? I hope nothing naughty.
I want to know, Andrea, how healthy is your box?
I'm sorry to giggle like a little kid. You know how it sounds.
How does it sound, Andrea?
Sounds dirty.
Why does it sound dirty? I'm talking about your lunchbox.
Oh, okay. That's right. Because I got my lunchbox. I'll show you what's in my lunchbox. I won't show you what's in.
Okay.
So, this
Andrea,
is my son's.
That's not your box.
It was my son's. Now he has a Hot Wheels one. So I use his Smiggle one because I think it's kind of funky.
Look-
it's a Smiggle
It
lunch
looks a bit
pail.
funky, actually.
It is. It's got spaceships or something on it.
That's not what I mean.
Anyway, do you want to see what's in my box?
I do. I'd like to see what's in your box.
Righto, in my box.
Is this really yours?
Yeah, it is. So I take this to work. Like when I go to Melbourne on a Saturday, I take something like this, and then I don't really eat them. Oh, pardon me. eat a meal because I'm busy, taking callers and giving away free stuff.
That's used.
I ate this
Do you
today.
ever refresh your box?
Yeah, I refresh my box. Look, I mean, this has got probiotics, which is great to put in your box.
They're actually they're good. I love this. High protein. That's a big tick for Andrea here.
That's a Yo Pro pouch. And I like the pouches. They're really easy to take with you. You don't need a spoon.
You have a pouch in your box.
You got a pouch in your box. All right.
All right, big
so
tick. Yep.
What about this? Because this is almonds and dark chocolate, little packets by Harvest Box. You could harvest your box, and I think that's pretty healthy. Dark chocolate and almonds.
Well, it would be healthy if you didn't have the chocolate on it and you had
But
the
it's
almonds.
dark chocolate.
I understand. So is this your little only singular nod to something?
Sweet? No. Because I also have these little, I love these. I've loved these ever since I was a kid. Apricot bites. And they have got sugar in them. And I knew you were going to frown at me for that because there's quite a lot. Oh, there's so much sugar.
They are predominantly sugar and they are not healthy. They are very yummy, I agree, but they
so
are
yummy.
not healthy. And this is what I talk about hidden sugars, because you go, oh, apricots, oh, they must be healthy. I'm not eating junk food, and it's fruit. No. So
Makes you poo though. Like this is good for your bowels. I know you don't like talking about it.
I don't mind talking
You're
about poo.
oppressed.
No, I'm not oppressed. In fact, I actually want to talk about.
We all poo.
I want to talk about poop, but not in the what's in your box segment.
Okay, fair enough. And these, probably very high in sugar, not great. But I love them because they're crunchy. There's quite a lot of sugar. All right. So anyway.
How much sugar in those?
About 26 grams per 100.
Yeah. So no good. And what are they? What are they? Some kind of muesli
Nature
bar?
Valley, yeah.
Yeah. Again, the word nature, it incites health and
What
fitness.
are you saying? I'm like a sucker for marketing.
Health and fitness, but you just need to have a read on the back of the pack. So that would be a no for me, for Andrea.
What about this? Because it says no added sugar. It's a V8 breakfast juice, little Prima pop pack thing with apple, orange, pineapple and carrot.
All right, let's have a look at the sugar content in that.
All right. Sugars.
You got a box in your box.
I've got a box in my box. I do. Per 100, 9.8. That's all right.
All right, so that's not too bad. I mean, you know what? As your full intake of fluids during the day, you obviously focus more on your water, of course.
Of course.
So a little shot of this,
yeah. Just
not too bad.
And I thought you'd love this because
I do love
it costs
these.
me a lot of money. It's high in protein, 14 grams of protein per serve.
And per 100?
Sugars, you're talking?
No, protein.
Oh, protein per 100. It's really hard to read, Jules, but 30 grams per 100.
Yeah.
Very good. And it's 12.9 sugars per 100. Not terrible.
So it's not terrible. So we would try
but
and
it's
sit
also
around
got collagen.
that. Whether that's good or not, I'm not sure, and I'm not sure how that collagen, whether it's absorbed or not. So
It
it's
says-
a lovely marketing word, and perhaps look, there could be worse.
It's a collagen marshmallow bar, and let me tell you, they are yum.
And I agree, they are actually yum. And of all these things that you're quickly putting back into your box, so that I don't comment on them
Or confiscate them.
To be honest, I would say tick.
Yeah, my
Yeah?
yogurt is tick, my collagen bar is tick, and my V8 juice.
And hang on, Andrea, if you're going to have that tick, which I believe is coated in chocolate.
It is, yeah.
We don't need these to be coated in chocolate.
Oh, okay.
We don't need a crunch because you've already got crunchy
You're
things
going to put them
going
back,
on.
right?
Yeah. We're going to throw them away.
I got work tomorrow. You're going to put them back, right?
So I think you need to clean up your box.
All right.
What's in here? There's another
No,
zip.
don't worry about that.
Oh,
That's,
no.
that's-
Yeah. Oh,
Don't worry about that. That's
Andrea?
it's just a little. Usually I put my fruit in.
you are going like you're going red. What is in here?
I
Oh
forgot
my
that.
God.
That's my secret stash in my lunch box.
I've just poo-pooed the fact that No, look, I'm not even going to comment.
box.
In the hidden section of the box, I'm like, really? Tiny teddies. I do like them though. But they are in portion control, but not compared to the rest of the products in your
Yeah.
A honey log. Stop. Get away. A honey log.
Nougat bar. They are from Europe and they're a health food company.
That's how it was sold to us too. I'm sure. Chocolate kisses, which are not from any health food shop. Nor
She's so good. They're hard to find.
Andrea, you can do the wide-eyed thing, but you know you're and
Now, that's from Aldi.
snackadoos. What, is that what it's called?
Skadoo.
Skadoo. What the hell are they?
It's like a biscuit with a caramel and Smarties. They're so good.
Your box is disgusting.
Well, then stop touching my
Stop
box.
it. Stop it.
Leave my box alone.
Stop it. You're not even getting this back.
Oh, my God. She's confiscated my box.
Okay. So,
What's your box?
oh, do you want to see?
I want to see your box.
Right.
Show it to me.
I would love to show you my box.
Oh, my God. I said a box, not a trunk.
This is my lunchbox.
That's not a lunchbox.
Yeah, it is.
This is like a doctor's bag or something.
There's no defib in there.
Huge.
I've got another bag for that. Yes, it is huge, but in my defence, I am on the go all the time, and I do not like to be hungry. And I do.
I can see that.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit of a hangry person too when I'm hungry. So obviously, like yourself, you know, when you're on the road all the time, and they're really the only go-to places are the junk food place. You know, she thinks she's going to find some like good stuff in there because I've just shit canned hers. So,
Oh my God.
okay, so so I like to be
looks
prepared
so
that I
boring.
can have. But I know. Well, it is not boring to me. So, protein shake because I have at least
Boring.
one a day.
It's fine. It didn't
That's
break.
my favourite protein shaker.
Fine. Next.
You know how I don't go all fury unless I'm paid. So back off.
Don't touch your box.
That's right. Do not touch anything in my box. This is my protein powder to go with the shaker that's back there. And just in case I don't have enough water, I've got a little baby water there so I can make my protein shake.
Baby with it.
Yeah, that's right. I love tuna. I'm careful not to eat too much of it, but I've actually probably gone a
mercury.
little overboard here. I've got, that's right. So, I like the different flavours. So I've got a couple of different types of tuna in there.
Yeah. Tuna. Got it. Yeah.
So as my girlfriend calls it, cat food. So I always take my cat food with me. These are not particularly healthy, but I like them. I've already confessed to being a salt and vinegar.
Yeah,
freak,
they're
so
nice though. They are.
And I haven't really stopped to look too much about what's in them since you've got glasses on.
Yeah, so they've got a 3.5 star health rating. They don't have the full
Fine.
nutritional pack because they're a multi-pack kind of thing.
Oh yes, they probably are.
But that's got less than 100 calories per serve.
So I quite like them, but I don't eat a lot of them to be quite honest. But I do like a savoury snack, so because it leads me into a sweet one. That's how my head
Right,
works.
I haven't seen those before. Rice cracker snacks.
And Parker's pretzels, light. They're a bit high in sodium, but you
Not
know,
enough sodium on those, if you ask me. You bite them, oh, where's the salt?
and then I seem to have accumulated quite a few different types of protein
think?
bars. Yeah.
Did you get these from the Fitness Expo?
No, I didn't. So there's quite a few in there. I've got Body Science.
That
Chocolate
looks
mousse.
yum. Can I have that?
Yes, you may. You can try that one. It's like a shop.
Low sugar and low carb, Carmen's lemon, white choc and coconut slice.
I don't know how healthy they are. Have a look.
That's
Some
yum.
of the things in here
Sounds
are healthy,
Yum.
and some of them not so much, but a little bit better than particularly what's in the top of your lunchbox.
Yeah, I know.
So there's a low carb mousse bar here that I love these if I want something really sweet. So that's from Body Science as well.
Yeah, you're not getting that back.
There's a strawberry and cream one. There's the yeah, I know.
Yeah, all right. So,
All
you
right, so I
protein
also,
lady.
Oh my gosh! So I also like
that
to
thing?
have
What's that in there? Can I?
yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
Pita bread.
Oh yes, yeah. So with that's to have with my tuna.
Be free whole grain pita bread. Well done.
Look at the face. And then I like to have a drink. So I've got nice cup here because I don't think that's right. Sustainable. And I've got like chamomile teas and you like these. They're
the
not
chai?
they're not particularly good for you, to be honest, but they're not too bad. They're low in sugar, but
I also noticed the not low in sugar one in there, the chai as well.
Oh, there is, yes.
And you know what?
I don't really like them. These are both sweet,
They are
but they
very
are
sweet.
too sweet.
But I like them sometimes instead of coffee.
Well, do you know why I have that in there? I've got to be careful with sugar, as I keep saying, but sometimes I just like.
And you don't have to add milk.
The real thing, no, you don't have to have milk. No. They are very sweet though. But another real favourite of mine, and I wouldn't suggest it's particularly healthy either, are these babies.
Avalanche sugar-free. Oh, drinking chocolate. Sugar-free drinking chocolate. Well, how do they make it sweet? That's what makes me worry.
Yeah,
What
I
do they put in
know.
it?
That's what you've got to be very careful. Make sure that that you've got some more natural, if you can call it that, natural sweeteners in there.
But look, it's exactly what I expected of you. You are no surprise, Julie, there. I'm sorry. No surprise. Take all your little healthy snacks and pop them back in.
That's what
you
we
had
say.
a nice little order. Put them back in your box. There is
right.
another compartment I want to look at because...
No, Andrea, don't look in the top compartment. Don't look in the top compartment.
Yeah, come on. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. No fault. What the hell is this shit?
They're my napkins.
I've never met a woman to use so many Glad bags. You use them everywhere, I've noticed.
I've got my utensils.
Your makeup is all separated into Glad bags.
My what are they, bamboo utensils? Look, I've even got chopsticks in here.
For the fancy times.
Yeah.
But that is your makeup in there.
My tissues and my wipes, because you don't want dirty little fingers.
God, put that away.
Yeah.
We know what's in your box and it's boring.
I don't think many people would think that my box is boring, Andrea.
No, it's true. Probably some people are like, oh, that's a very sensible box.
I don't think I've ever...
We wouldn't be friends.
I don't think I've ever been described as sensible.
Well, that box pale baggage, luggage that... I don't even think they'd let you take that on a plane as carry-on. It's so heavy.
No, well, I've got bamboo knives in there, so that might confiscate them. But the point here is of this little funny segment is that...
Andrea's crap and you're not.
Indeed, that's the entire point of it, that Andrea's food sucks, and that is why she's come to see me.
She's the fatty.
Oh, don't say that.
Happy fatty.
No.
Happy fatty. I'm okay with it. Oh, it's me, calling me.
Are
I'm
you?
fine. No, well, I'm not going to be forever.
That's right. But how many times have you logged your workouts in the last couple of weeks?
Oh, I lost my phone. I've been really busy.
And
it's been school holidays. And I know you go
stop.
15
We are going
minutes.
to address that next episode. Okay, so be prepared. So the point of this is be prepared. Take a lunchbox that doesn't look like Andrea's with you so that you've always got something to eat and drink that's healthy so that you can, take the edge off that hunger and then, perhaps it'll stop you heading into somewhere like McDonald's. So, exactly.
I know.
Yes, that's right.
All right.
My go-to is KFC chips. I feel like I need to confess.
Yeah, yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
Yum, 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 yum.
But
actually,
not too
I had
often.
a pum. Oh, no, I'm not saying it. No, I was going to go into a story, but I'm going to hold that back because she'll
right.
just tell me off.
So, people, what's in your box? And if you haven't got one,
Is it a healthy box or an unhealthy box?
go get a box.
Clean out your box.
That's not an invitation.
Highlights and hiccups.
All right, we have just done what's in your lunchbox, and now we're on to highlights and hiccups. And I say that because I feel that my hiccup is confessional
What?
in nature. Well, I just sort
Are
of...
you not going to start with your highlight? You're going to start with your
I'm
hiccup?
staying with my hiccup.
Wow.
Today.
Hiccups and highlights. Oh, I suppose that's what it's called, is it? Or is it highlights and hiccups?
Well, I don't know.
Either
I don't
way,
care.
it doesn't matter.
But today it's a hiccup first. So I have a wonderful, beautiful friend, and she is addicted to hot chips. And if I'm truthful,
Is your friend you?
well, if I'm truthful, I too really like hot chips. And every time I'm with her, she seems to order hot chips. So in the last fortnight, I've seen her a few times. And I have availed myself of more than the portion of hot chips that I would suggest for anyone.
Oh, so you've OD'd on
But,
the hot
and I'll tell you what
chips.
my favourite is. Can I tell you what my
Yeah.
favourite is? Since we're here, I feel that I need to.
Since we're blurting it all out.
Yeah, KFC. And KFC have recently just done a $2 hot chip drive to get
Shut
you
up
in.
and take my money.
Yeah, but thank goodness they've just stopped it. So,
Oh, thank God.
so yeah, hot chips have been my hiccup in the last fortnight. I've had a little crack at those. So in the next fortnight, my highlight will be training my arse off.
Yeah, but what has been your highlight in the past?
My highlight this week has been actually the wonderful young man Jacob Negri that I use to do my IT is back here from Bali at the moment, where he does a lot of work, and we are focusing on things for the website and some social media stuff. So that's exciting, particularly because I am not very tech savvy, and he's amazing.
Really? I would have never known.
Thank you, Andrea. I reference your lunchbox again.
It's got nothing to do with your tech savviness or lack of.
Shut up. So I'm quite excited because I love progressing the business, and it's been something that I haven't had much time to do. So I'm
What
working.
is the business name? Just if people want to look you up, because it's very close to the podcast name, if I
Indeed.
remember rightly.
It's Evolv Fitness without the E.
It's like you own this podcast. You're my boss or something.
Indeed, I am, and you should not forget it based on the fact
Well,
that
then
we.
pay me, boss.
I have. I've just given you your lunchbox back. Empty. So I'll be enjoying those snacks later. Thank you, Andrea. And what about you? Highlights and hiccups?
All right, 2 highlights. I'm going to double
two.
up.
Oh,
I'm
I
doubling
like it.
up.
All right, let's have it.
1, the half-price snooty I bought from Kaiser Crafts.
What's a snooty?
A snooty is like basically a blanket in the shape of a hoodie. So you wear it while you're watching television. I'll bring it in. It's fantastic.
Is a snooty kind of like what are those other things you actually put on that are...
Yeah, that's like a... Oh, there
an
was like
hoodie,
an
an
hoodie,
hoodie,
but
yeah.
a snooty. It said a snooty. I assume that's what it's called, but it is like a blanket in the shape of a hoodie.
Is it like the towels that kids wear?
No, yeah, but it's fluffy and warm and delicious.
Right.
You should get one.
I don't think so.
I reckon I'll get you one. And the other highlight for me was when my friend explained that I was not cleansing correctly, and she introduced me to cleansing oil, which you do before you do your cleanser to remove your makeup and
So
impurities.
a pre-cleanse.
Yeah, but it's a cleansing oil.
I understand, but it's a pre-cleanse.
Yeah. So now I do that and then I cleanse,
Yeah.
and my skin is so much better for it.
Have you found? Yes?
Yes.
All right, that's good. And a particular brand that you've used?
Look, it's just a Natio. But I use it's a really nice is it Dennis Goss or something? Oh, I can't think of but my normal cleanser I get from Mecca. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I love Mecca. It's like Mecca is like Kmart of cosmetics.
Yeah, but it's more expensive than Kmart.
Oh yeah, it is. But
always
it's
end
so
up
good. I love it.
Spending too much. But that Dr. Dennis Goss stuff is fantastic as a cleanser, but this cleansing oil beforehand, magic.
All right, and if you found improvement in your skin?
Definitely. The clarity of my skin, the hydration.
I must say, you look quite glowy.
Thank you. I think it's the cleansing oil.
The pre-cleanse,
Why does she keep saying pre-cleanse?
because that's what it is.
It's a cleanser too, though. Like it's not before you cleanse, it's
Before you
a
cleanse.
cleanse and then you second cleanse. So it's not a pre-cleanser because it is a cleanser too.
It's a pre-cleanse.
Oh, we're going to argue about this
All
for
right,
hours.
and the hiccup, other than the fact that she doesn't know it's a pre-cleanse.
I'm not a qualified beauty therapist.
Actually, I am.
Yeah, I know. I was taking the piss. Because that's what she said to me earlier.
Yeah,
I'm a qualified beauty therapist.
and it's true.
And it's true.
I said it just like that.
And just because I have basically shown all my bad food habits today in my lunchbox.
Well, I've confessed as well.
Okay. There is a chocolate in existence that I think everyone should be aware of.
I don't
But
think
be
they-
aware, once you know it exists, you can't unknow it exists. Whittaker, mango and coconut chocolate. It is a white chocolate. It has mango. It has
Hang
coconut.
on. It's a what?
It's a white chocolate.
Yeah.
No such thing as a white chocolate.
No such thing.
All right,
as
so it's a
white
bunch of
chocolate,
sugar and fat all squished together with coconut and mango.
which is delicious.
It's so good. So good.
Is it new?
It's new.
And so what's happened? Did you buy a large block or did you buy a snack size?
No, they didn't have snack size. So
you look?
we had a full... No, it was on sale. It was a full block, and you will be so proud, though, because there is still like a lot of it left in the fridge. Even though there's quite a few rows gone, there is still a lot of it. I didn't eat the whole thing.
How big was the block?
No, it's a big block, like your block that I know you're going to eat. Your big dark chocolate block.
I am. Yes.
So, yeah, unfortunately, I now know it's in the universe.
So
It'll be coming home with me again.
And what do you do with it?
I'm not handing it over to anyone else because they'll eat it.
Portion control.
Yeah, portion control. Actually, I'm pretty good with chocolate. I don't tend to eat a whole block. You'd be surprised. You'd think I would, but I don't.
Good.
No. I can stop at 1 or 2 rows.
Again, 1 or 2 rows. That's,
You know, the rows are really
understand.
small now.
well, they're not really.
The bars are getting smaller.
All right. Well, you know what? The fact that you
the
look
chocolate's getting smaller. oh, the
it-
Big Mac's getting smaller.
Was it
Everything's
the
getting
nips?
smaller.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, the nips are getting bigger.
The nips are getting bigger.
You
So
know,
we've had
fuck off.
nips bigger, something smaller, and show us your box.
Show us your box. What a show it's been.
Been a show. It has.
And next episode is our 10th episode.
It's our 10th. Oh, and hey. Now, did we not say last time that we were going to have a cake? I think that was your prerequisite.
Yep.
A cake. And I said, we'll dress up.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to do?
What do you mean dress up? Like, we'll just put on
I,
frocks
well,
or something?
I think we should have like a challenge around the dress ups.
Oh, you're meaning like dress up, like as in like the dress up box on Play School?
Well, maybe not on Play School, but I'm sort of saying we're going to wear something that's not your average clothing. So, like, I don't know. Let's do a challenge, like a superhero challenge.
So what, you're going to find me a superhero and I get to find you one?
I like that. Yes. Why don't, I'm going to buy, I like that.
She's in for it. You set the challenge, just saying.
Oh, okay. I probably didn't think about this.
And I don't have a lot of money, so I think your outfit might be fairly small.
Either do I. All right, so the challenge is I will buy you a costume to wear, and you're going to wear it the whole show. Okay. Right?
All right.
And you can buy me a costume to wear. We'll set a budget off screen of what this might be. And we have to wear it. Okay?
All right.
Can't be rude.
No boobs out or anything. And I don't do Lycra, just so you know. Superhero or not, I don't do Lycra.
All right. Well, I haven't seen many superheroes that are not in Lycra.
Oh, I'm sure I'd find one.
All right. Why? Okay. We'll come up with superhero names for whatever it is.
No, like existing superheroes.
No.
We'll
You
have
can't
to
be
come up
like,
with our own.
yeah, that's right. Can't be like, Spider-Man or
No,
Wonder Woman or
no.
anything. We have to be more creative because our budget doesn't stretch that far.
And I don't know, do you have to pay for the rights to use it or something on a podcast?
No,
Probably.
No, well, they can pay us for the rights because we're coming out with a new one. So join us next time for our 10th anniversary. Is that what it is? Is our 10th show's anniversary.
It's a big thing for a podcast.
It is a big thing. Join us and just see what we've been able to muster up.
Scared.
Yeah.
Very scared.
If you thought what's in your box was bad.
See you later, guys.
See you. Bye.
Evolve the podcast.
Say goodbye to Andrea and Julie.
This episode of Evolve the podcast was co-produced by Julie Saunders and Andrea Waycott. If you wish to get in contact with the show, please reach out on social media. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, or email evolvethepodcast@gmail.com. That is Evolve with no E. Thanks for listening. Till next time.